welcome to 10 Minutes of Training Feeding Games edition. Today we're going to be doing a game I like to play with my clients that really helps reinforce that the dog's name means that they should be kind of looking at you. Generally, I like the dog's name to kind of mean like, hey, look at me because I'm about to give you another cue, you know, whether that's a hand touch, come when called, whatever that may be, right? So this is a game that is another pattern game. We have a lot of pattern games on here, and it's really teaching your dog that when I say your name to turn around and look at me. So what you're gonna need, you can use your clicker if you have it, you can use your marker word, whatever you need, and we are going to be using my dog's kibble because it is dinner time, and so we're gonna do this as a game that will burn some energy while he eats his kibble, slows him down, and continues to build our bond together and works on training all at the same time. It's like 4 or 5 things all at once, which is why I love feeding games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of start by tossing maybe a couple pieces of kibble around while my dog is eating it. And honestly, if you just do one, it's going to help them not bounce around everywhere because that's what I have going on right now. So while my dog's eating the kibble, I'm going to stand behind him. Pete. Yes. Sorry, that was on me. I'm going to switch clickers because that one wasn't working. He stayed frozen. That's all right. So I'm going to toss a treat. I'm going to get behind him. Pete. As soon as he turns around, I'm going to click, drop the treat, get behind him. Pete. Good. Click, drop the treat, get behind him. Pete. Good. Now I'm going to drop a couple more here. Put 4 on the ground so it takes him a while. Pete. Good. And I'm just going to repeat this. Drop maybe 4 or 5. Get behind him. Pete. Good. So I'm saying his name as he's eating the kibble, but he's still kind of facing away from me. Pete. You can kind of see him, I don't want to say jump, but he kind of does when I say his name. Pete. Good boy. You are turning the same way. Do we need to work on your back? Pete. I tried to move around so he didn't turn the same way. Pete. There he goes. Good boy. Good boy. Pete. Good boy. Yeah, good job. Pete. Yes. So notice that I'm clicking, or if you have a marker word, you can say your yes. So I'll show you that a couple times. Yes, or sorry, Pete. Yes. My brain also messes up sometimes. Get behind. Say their name. Pete. Yes. So I'm marking the behavior as soon as he turns. I'm not marking it for turn and walk. I'm marking as soon as he turns to look at me with a click or a yes, because that's what I'm trying to get him to understand. I say his name and he looks at me, right? Show you that a couple more times here. Put a pile of treats down, get behind your dog, say their name. Pete. Right when he turns around, click or say yes, put more food down, and just keep moving around. Pete. Yes, good boy. You're so good. I'm going to move farther away. Pete. Good. So I'm also trying to make sure I say his name before he already starts turning. Otherwise, that defeats the purpose. Pete. Good job. Pete. So basically, I'm timing it. He's eating the kibble, and as he's eating it, but starting to lift his head up, that's telling me he's done. So he's starting to lift his head up. Then I'm going to say his name, and then everything else is the rest, is the same. Pete. Good boy. Yeah. Good job. And that's it. It's so simple. Pete. Good boy. Good job. Pete. Good boy. What a good is Pete. Does so good. Does so good boy. Good. Now this, look, I didn't say it and he already turned around. So I don't want to say his name right now as part of this. Hi. What I could also do is I could do from the beginning, tossing some over there. Pete. And I just kind of take the opportunity. There is some still over there. And I'm going to just click when he looks at me, right? Now, the problem you could have with this is that your dog may be too distracted searching for the other treats. It may not work, right? This is still the beginning. So you may just have to try and just put your piles down so they're all together. Pete, good boy. And just treat him that way. Pete, good boy. Pete, good. Hi. So what I'm going to do now is add some distraction. No, that's all we're going to do. I don't know, maybe. Pete, good boy. We'll just keep it here. So basically, you're just going to continue repeating this as much as you want. I had like probably just over half of my dog's kibble in here in this container, and it's more than half gone in 7 minutes. So, which I need to go check on dinner because I'm cooking myself dinner at the same time. So I can say, okay, I could keep working on this, or I've done enough. Let him go find more of his dinner that way. So, which is pretty fun. He gets to go sniff around and clean up his dinner while I go cook my dinner. So again, feeding games are meant to continue growing your bond, work on maybe some training and behavior techniques, slow your dog down while they eat, enrich their lives so that they're doing something more mentally stimulating that will also help burn energy for you. So I know Pete's going to have energy, so I'm going to use his dinner to kind of in a fun, enriching way so that he's learning, but he's burning energy at the same time. So thank you guys for joining me again today. Stick around, become a member to continue seeing all of these free videos on feeding. Paid members get access to the $10 a month training videos, the 10-minute training videos. And I'll continue to add content as much as I can. So thank you again for joining me today. We'll see you next time. Bye.